You know, in the modern world, we're surrounded by messages telling us what success should look like. The house, the job, the relationship, the trips, the approval. Social media, advertising, even casual conversation make it sound as if happiness is a reward waiting for us at the end of a long list of achievements. We keep thinking, when I finally get there, I'll be happy. But deep down, you and I both sense something different. The more we chase those conditions, the more we feel that emptiness creeping in. It's not that experiences and accomplishments are bad. Of course they matter. It's that they don't guarantee a lasting sense of peace. So here's another way of looking at it. Happiness is not a destination. It's a choice you and I can make right now. That's not just a nice slogan. It's a way of living that has been taught for over 2,000 years by the Stoics. Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius. People who lived through war, exile, slavery, and power, and still spoke of inner freedom. The core of their teaching is simple. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. And your happiness, your calm, your freedom, they come from knowing that line and choosing your attitude toward whatever happens. When you understand that, you realize a liberating truth. No person and no event can take your happiness away unless you hand it over. Most of us live as though happiness is a prize someone hands us once we've earned it. A better job, a better body, the perfect partner, the exotic holiday. Yes, those things bring a surge of joy, but notice how quickly the rush fades. Neuroscientists even have a name for it, the hedonic treadmill. And yet you've met people in harsh conditions, people who've lost jobs, health, loved ones, and somehow they radiate peace. What's the difference? It's the way they look at life. It's the choice they make inside themselves. When you choose gratitude over complaint, when you focus on what you can do instead of what you've lost, you're already choosing happiness. Marcus Aurelius said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." He wasn't being poetic. He was handing you a practical key. If you want happiness, train your mind to look at the world with fairness, perspective, and calm. Every day, hundreds of things happen that you and I can't control. The weather, other people's moods, social upheavals. But we can always control how we think, how we speak, how we act. That's the heart of Stoicism. Once you really see this, you stop wasting your strength trying to bend the universe to your will. You start investing your energy where it matters. Your own attitude, your own choices. That's the first step to freedom. When you wake up and it's raining, you can't control the sky. But you can choose your attitude. Grumble or smile, sulk or enjoy the sound of rain. When someone says something unkind, you can't control their words, but you can control your reaction. Flare up or stay centered, feel wounded or let it go. That's the quiet power the Stoics are offering you. Choosing happiness doesn't mean denying pain or pretending everything's fine. It takes courage to look reality in the eye and still choose your highest response. Seneca was exiled and wrote timeless works. Epictetus was born a slave and became a great teacher. You don't have to be a philosopher to practice this. Every day brings small tests, an annoying email, a judgmental glance, a plan that falls apart. Each one is a chance to practice seeing the event as a lesson, a chance to grow patience or compassion. Do that, and even in difficulty, you'll taste a deeper kind of happiness because it no longer depends on circumstances. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is this. No one makes me angry. I allow myself to be angry. No one makes me miserable. I choose to feel miserable. At first, that's a hard pill to swallow, but it gives you back enormous power, the power to steer your own emotions. Blaming others or blaming life makes you a victim. Owning your response makes you a master. That doesn't mean suppressing or judging your feelings. It means noticing them and asking, what's the best response I can choose right now? Practice that often enough, and you stop being dragged by emotional storms. You become the one holding the rudder of your inner boat. That's the foundation of lasting happiness. Knowing the philosophy is not enough. You've got to work the muscle. Here are some ways. Every morning or night, name 3 things you're thankful for. Your brain will start scanning for positives. Don't script other people's behavior. Meet them as they are. One deep breath can prevent one harsh word and save a relationship. Put a Stoic quote on your phone or desk so you remember, I always have a choice. These small acts repeated change everything. After a while, choosing happiness stops feeling forced and starts feeling natural. We live in a culture of quick fixes, crash courses, instant success, rapid weight loss. But happiness isn't a project with a deadline. It's more like tending a garden. You plant seeds with your attitudes, you water them with daily actions, and you enjoy each bloom as it comes instead of waiting for the whole garden to be perfect. Some days you'll feel tired, worried, angry. That doesn't mean you failed at choosing happiness. It just means you're human. What matters is that in each moment you return to the question, what's the best response I can choose right now? Those small choices shape the quality of your life. Here's the heart of it. Happiness isn't something you wait for. It's something you choose. Everyone has their own circumstances, their own pain. But everyone also has this moment, the chance to breathe, to look within, to choose peace over rage, gratitude over complaint, love over resentment. It's not easy. It asks for courage, patience, discipline, and kindness to yourself. But the reward is a life you actually steer. Not perfect, but peaceful and meaningful. Seneca wrote, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. In the same way, it's not that we have too few chances for happiness. It's that we miss the chances because we're waiting for something outside. When you stop waiting and start choosing, you're finally living. You can apply this everywhere. When a project fails, instead of blaming, ask, what's in my control? What can I learn? When someone hurts you, pause and respond according to your values, not your impulse. When your body struggles, focus on what you can do. Eat well, move, rest, accept the process. When the news is bleak, instead of drowning in worry, do one small positive thing in your sphere. Those tiny choices, day after day, build a life of intention. A life where you're not just existing, but actually living. Happiness isn't somewhere far away or some vague future. It's in your breath right now, in the way you look at a stranger, in how you respond to a setback, in how you talk to yourself. You don't have to wait for all the conditions to be right. You can choose it right now. In your outlook, in your living, in your loving. Each morning, ask yourself, what will I choose today? The answer won't always be easy, but simply asking and choosing is already a step. And day by day, you'll be writing a life where happiness isn't a reward, it's your natural breathing.